welcome.
Here, I put my hand up to steady myself, and I put a nail right in my hand.
Oh,
so
Jesus
the nail
Christ.
over.
And the
So as a
drape.
result,
You grabbed the grape.
over the
You grabbed
curtain,
it, sure.
all over
Grabbed
me,
the drape, all over the couch, took the rug cleaner, cleaned the couch, took the drape down here for, I don't know, $37. He's going to clean the one panel if he can get it clean. If not, I'll have to get one of them.
Oh, I'm sure you can clean it. Yeah.
You sure you don't want anything to drink? How about you? My name is Sandra Krause. I live on Westview Road. This is a narrow one-way street going down from Claremont Avenue to Bloomfield Avenue. I live in a home that my grandfather built in 1927, and the property behind our house that's in question now, that property was just being developed when I was a young girl. I am 78 years old now. I expect to spend the rest of my life in this house, not with having to move everything off the walls, everything out of china closets, because we are going to have blasting, and the blasting is going to last for a number of months, and also have all this pollution in the air, which we have a deck that we enjoy in our old age, and we sit on every spring and summer and fall, and have all this terrible stuff in the air at our age to get in our lungs where we can hardly breathe now, to walk up the 38 stairs to the house and upstairs, all because a developer wants to develop something that we already have in Verona, which are stores that are vacant. I said, and I also have to say, the only money that he'll probably get if the stores don't rent, which they probably won't, is the apartments above. And then to dig and dig and dig and take all this rock, blast it, and then break it on up, and all this pollution in the air is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And this street is too narrow to have trucks come down the street, wear on the pavement, and wait in line in the summer to unload and load trucks up. I have in this house the original windows in the house, which are like iridescent windows from years ago. I am sure they're going to shatter. We have a great foundation now, but God knows down the road what it's going to be like when you start blasting. I mean, this house, as I say, was built in 1927. It's just not fair to people in this whole area, not just at our age, but everybody else that has homes that live right on what you're going to do. This is ridiculous, and my husband and I do not approve of this. And is this the way we're going to have to spend the last few years of our life in a house that we don't know what's going to happen? Another thing, all this pollution in the air, every year from very early spring, and the kids are out there now even throwing baseballs, and from the early spring until late fall, Thanksgiving, the kids are out across the street playing ball. What's going to happen to the children that have asthmatic conditions, that have other conditions? I have been with children 52 years and just retired. And a lot of children have allergies, and what are they going to do? They're not going to be able to play because their doctors don't want them exposed to this. For what reason do we have to have this? To disrupt everybody's life, not only in the area, but throughout the whole town of Verona. Are you the council? Do you have young children? Or are you sitting next to this blasting? Would you like it? Would you like it as parents or grandparents, or sitting in the same area that we're sitting in? I don't think so. I think you should really seriously think about this. Is it worth it to the town and worth it to us as citizens of this town for many, 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 many years?
Talk about the house that's going to come down.
Oh, this is the house that's going to be torn down. You can see just where the snow's on the bushes. Below that, it goes into their backyard. But I understand that they're going to, from there right to Westview Road, will be excavated. And it's a shame to beautiful house, and I understand that beautiful modeling inside of it has to be destroyed just for the benefit of someone else's gain.
Bill, you want to show Jack where the rock is for us in the cellar? Go take Jack. Looking off in front of me is this beautiful house that they're going to destroy. For what reason? It doesn't make sense, okay? Now, you're going to go back. You're going to go back to the end of the fence and go all the way across my backyard out there. All these trees and roots and everything are going to be destroyed. Where's that water going to go? Down into my cellar? And as my husband's 83 years old, is he going to be able to pump it out? And myself at 78? All across the backyard. All across here. All those beautiful trees where the deer come here all the time are all going to be gone, including the deer and anything here. And this is my house. This is where we sit on the deck every spring, summer, fall, every night. The weather is nice. We sit here. We're going to be able to breathe all this terrible air. We won't be able to sit out here in the dust or anything anymore. And this is what I'm going to get at the end of my life.
And just imagine the people coming home from work now, it's like a parking lot. And what are they going to do when these trucks come out of this project? How many a day? 17 trucks a day, did they say? Coming out of this project full of rock? And people trying to come home from work at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a parking lot already. This is going to be insane with these trucks coming out onto the avenue. And as far as them saying that this is only going to be egress?
I said, I am going to be 78 tomorrow, and I will live to see 79, right when you guys get through with me today. And it took 5 hours, and they put me back together. They took a muscle out of my back. The doctor said, where'd you get a muscle that size? I said, from driving a school bus 52 years. And they took that muscle and they made a new breast.
Wow.
She'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yep. And I never had any pain. Never. It was
Good
amazing.
for you.
Wasn't it, Bill?
Yes, it was. What they did.
Oh, and then they taught me how to walk because being in bed, I had to go to rehab, and they taught me how to walk and put dishes away in a cabinet and do all those kind of things. You learn how to do it all over because the more you stay in bed, your body regresses and you can't do anything. It's 1950. I graduated in 1952 from Verona High. So I've been around a long time. And we just had a couple of years ago, our 60th. And we had a lot of Veronites still around, like Joe Percival, Marge, his wife. They graduated with me, had Henry's Fine Foods. It was that never missed a day in years. I mean, all the old timers, and we're still around. It was wonderful.